So we live in a world that is very strange. People don't know what they are. They don't know who they are. They pretend to be something that they've been attracted to. Something in the illusion market, something in the distractions. Like they saw a commercial for Viagra. It means they need to go around and reproduce like rabbits. Or put it in a condom so no life can be created. Or as something as simple as watching a toothpaste commercial and your teeth have to be as white as porcelain. There's all things about the body, about what you can adorn the body with, about what you can drive around in, about what you can own, little possessions, about what you can live in, the types of houses, the types of places that they're building and inviting you to, and the whole real estate market bubble. And people don't know what they are. There's all kind of information even being put out about what was humanity before our generation, before these so-called perfectly accurate history books, before millions and millions of unimaginable years ago. And just more shit about other planets. What we think we were, or what we think they are out there. There's a whole freaking market of delusion. There's a whole circle jerk of questions and knee-jerk responses. There's a lot of confusion out there in this strange world. And then there's the whole thing around money, because all of this can happen as a result of this abstract, false game that they play about money. And everybody's supposed to chase around after this money goal. Money goal is like a carrot on a stick that makes you move forward and do all the work for the person or the force. This imaginary wizard who keeps dangling the carrot. And that game is played for the money economy, the money capitalistic driven economy. And then when you get all those things like the blue pill, you got your white picket fence, you got your big fat bank account and your credit cards and your stocks and bonds and derivatives and your status and you're comfortable. You got all your bills in order and you got everything, all the trappings of filthy wealth. And you still don't know who or what you are. And that's the scariest thing. And when people get so caught up in this game that then they turn away from religion and even just your basic garden variety spirituality. They turn away for it and they ta-ta that poo-poo because what do we need that? It's all our existence right now, the only thing that matters, and how good it looks, and you look marvelous. And they still don't know what it's about. They still don't know who they are. They still don't know what they're doing with everybody around them. It's just this little competition consciousness, and everybody's against everybody else. And the only cooperation that you see is cooperation between so-called enemies just because they have an even bigger enemy that they're not really telling you about. And it's usually you. Because if you're not gaining from their game, then they don't like you. And you just watch on the sidelines to see their cooperation working together just to keep you in your lowly place. So all cooperation eventually leads you to find that there's an even bigger competition going on where you're the loser. I know that's kind of hard to handle, but another distraction and to put a delusion over on you that you're a loser. because somebody else is winning. Or just the whole fact that you are winning. Yeah, sure you're winning. You don't even know what you're winning. You don't even know the game. So let's get back to religion and spirituality, because we want to identify what was the original presumption for religion. And were they trying to ask a question? Was there a concern about God, G-O-D? God who's all good, good God? Was it asking questions about our relationship to that, our worship of that, our belief of that? Wasn't there some kind of theology that was developed based upon this kind of vague notion, this vague movement that occurred somewhere within humanity, civilization? The religious epiphany? Did anybody have a revelation, or was that just another... I don't know. What kind of insult can you have for everything out there that Time Magazine says God doesn't exist, and now you've got a whole bunch of atheists running amok on the internet thinking that they know so much for themselves and have no clue what existence is about. They have no idea what time it is. The voice of truth should be heard everywhere, into every corner. It needs to shine a light into the dark places of the world. And it's a good start to try it first on the World Wide Web. All this whining that you hear is the whining in your head that you hear from every disenfranchised person out there who has all their inalienable rights revoked. There are no more rights. There's nothing God-given anymore. Just the fact that you can buy licenses and have privilege. And everybody worrying, is that the way it's going? Are we in a downward spiral against the freedom of speech? Well, as long as I keep my dick in my pants and I don't show a big hairy asshole, or if I don't show a woman's erect nipple on the screen, I think I can pretty much say whatever the hell I want to here about myself, about my ideas, about my speech, my thoughts. I have total freedom to do that in any country. There is not any country that can stop that, including the United States or China or Russia or Timbuktu. I can do and say whatever I want, and that's just the start. Now, what's this about getting lost somewhere along the line when it comes to what we're doing here? Did you forget the memo? You not get that in the email? Did you just go along and get distracted by every little thing that you hear along the way that's not important? It's not worth a pile of beans. And you think that I'm always saying something. Well, this happens to be a serious video. I'm trying to start community here, and the community just means that it's going to get together and everybody work together to help themselves. Doesn't mean that in doing so we need to make money on that. We just need to focus on what it is. And sometimes unity is the hardest thing to do. Sometimes you just think it's going to be a guy sitting here talking, and he's disconnected with everybody else, and that's not anybody else's thoughts, and that's not anybody else's consciousness or activity. But in unity, it is. We are all going to be connected. There's no way that somebody can't be connected with it. There's no way that I couldn't, because it's the only real game in town, in the casino, to use a stupid metaphor. Let me just break it down to like simple language. Nobody pulls my strings. Not even YouTube or Google. Okay? I don't have anybody. I'm not going to name any names. I just basically say what I really feel is important. if you can hear the importance in this, if you get it, understood, comprehended, that there's some things that are just so sacred. They're holy. It's not just about entertainment and confusion and being fake. It's about getting real. It's about what the truth is, the reality. And when you've got a real strong grip on that, you can get rid of everything else. And this whole paradigm or illusion will start to strip away. It'll start to dissolve. Just right in front of you, you are going to start to experience the unraveling. And you can't be afraid of that. You have to let go. You have to let go, and you have to go towards that truth. Support that truth. Become that truth. Bring that truth together for what's supposed to happen. I'm telling you very clearly. And everything that you're doing out there, just checking out ridiculous stuff, nonsense, playing video games all day, all night, these are not good. But just because somebody created this software and using this gadget and you're looking at a screen playing, wasting time, completely oblivious to the fact that you are destroyed down to 10 brain cells or less, and you run after every new game that comes out with its different name and its stupid maze that you have to run through and a stupid score that you have to rack up, just like you're playing the stock market, just like a Wall Street broker. All the things lead through this rat race course, and then you get yourself stuck into these concrete jungles. Everywhere you go, it's being exported that modern way. And it all leads to nothing. It will end. And when it ends, that'll be the best thing that could ever happen for this, me, what I am. That'll be the best thing that can ever happen to what you are. Because you're supposed to be just like me. You're supposed to be getting to that end result where you awaken to the truth. Just like me, in the ability to think clearly and fully, with freedom, with power, with resonance, and you're in the center of holiness. You are mesmerized and worshiping what's sacred. And the sacred thing, it is unseen and unheard. It's a place within that silence and where I gain all of the wisdom that I'm able to share in that space. It's untouched. It's protected. It's immaculate from all the other things that are out there, from your video games to your gadgets to your iPhones, and what's the next electronic toy? What's the next so much more incredible car out there? Oh, the next high-powered rifle. The next dream device, or the cream of the crop of all the other things out there, from perfume to jewelry to collectibles. I don't even know. It's just, I could go on and on just to try to jog your memory as to where these things started. Did it start way back when you remember being a child and somebody gave you something and it had to be so much importance in it, and oh, thank you, oh my God, now I have to be attached to this thing, this useless crap, and then the whole ritual of it, the whole ritual, so that Christmas now has become this useless, demonic, possessed exchange of material crap. And you want to call that Christmas. And you have no idea what would be the origin of this concept of Christmas. What would it be? You don't know anymore. Because you gift wrapped your doom in a box. Your spiritual doom. And you're going to open it up at the end of Christmas Eve. So what? What did it save the world? Did you imagine peace and prosperity then? You don't even know what that means. You've come to the most disgusting point of history right now. Disgusting, despicable, dirty. And you want to call me the dirty wizard. People literally, listen to me, just pointing out the tip of the iceberg, and someone has to say, you're like a dirty wizard. Well, I'll be glad to be called a dirty wizard by all you people that are stuck in a dirty game. I ain't doing the dirty game. I ain't doing it for any other reason that you people do. All your reasons. But I need you to listen. I need you not to be that. I need to identify what you are, what you're doing. We need that to be identified, and it needs to be declared, and then you need to start moving your way out of that. Start to evolve. Start to set your mind free. Get to that point of clarity. Get to that center where everything is calm and just all right. You don't need anything. You don't need anything. You don't need to be specific. Any physical thing or device or entrapment or nonsensical behavior. You don't need insurance. You don't need these things. You don't need to do this at all. You don't need to play the lottery. You can't plan ahead for that all the rest of your life. Look at some of these kids out there, and you're trying to put them into the same addictive ruin. That's what you're trying to do, and you think what are we going to do? Who are we going to elect to help the nation and all the people and all my children? All my children, my descendants, my employees, my stockholders, my shareholders, my cronies. That's all you think about. What am I going to do now? There's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you can do for anybody except to set them free, just like I'm doing. That's all you need to go out there and start talking like I do. If you do that, if everybody would get off their ass and stop making these stupid, asinine videos, juvenile, immature shit that they keep peddling, and just do a video like I'm doing. Just say, here's my mystery video. I'm going to talk that shit that he does. It's not even shit. That's the thing. He's gonna lay down the truth for you. No, people don't want to do that, because if you do that, it's very hard to go back and get sucked back into the game. It's hard because it's getting out of that momentum and going into truth to that different level, a whole other scenario of being able to speak. Can you speak truth? Yeah, I can speak truth. Yeah, that question is already answered. Now the bigger question is anybody listening going to understand? If you're saying to yourself, yes, I'm not intimidated by what he says. I think I know that he's trying to help us. I think I know that he's really serious, and this is him. And I don't have to be afraid. He's just coming out there, and he's revealing that, and he's sharing, he's being open, he's being as good as he can. And what do you have a problem with? You can't. And if you're saying, oh, it's okay, and I listen to him, it's hard to listen because I have so many other things to do, and he makes these long videos, and he keeps going on, and he sounds angry, and he puts emotion into it, and it's like, it's hurting my brain, and he looks like a damn drug-addicted, pot-smoking hippie. He's a dirty wizard. I haven't done anything, okay? I haven't been perfect, but I've learned my lessons pretty well. And I remember everybody that I have encountered. I remember everybody that I had major dealings with. Everybody is remembered and is accounted for. All the people that have anything to do with my development, my experiences, everyone that I spite, everybody that I did wrong to, I've had to clear my conscience by asking forgiveness. And by letting it go and saying, what did I learn from that? and all these people that I've harmed, that I've been less than forthcoming with, that I've been less than honest, less than honorable. And I've had to live with this. We all do. But let's just forgive and move on. That's why I did a video 3 years ago just on this point. I said, don't hold any grudges. I said, I have to give up all my grudges. And all the people that I even harmed or was not nice to, I was confused about, I was misinformed. I didn't treat them with respect on YouTube. And I said, I cannot hold these grudges, and I have to learn to get over that. I can't be playing these nonsense games. We're all supposed to be in this together. This experience, this living, this life, this becoming. And YouTube is just an aspect of it. We're expressing what that is. So I've just gotten started here. I've just gotten started. And I like people to come in on this and talk like this. Maybe this is going to be the operating principle of the community. I'm going to do whatever I can to foster the community, even though that it's blocked every which way because of what YouTube does. It's just inherently built into the system that everybody goes off in their own way and has their own little self-importance. Yes, that's true. And it's ego-driven. And now it's profit-driven. And now it's always been unfair, gaming the YouTube system, cheating and everything else that they do on here. But check this out. Now you've got all these people that have been on here for years, and they're going in every different direction, which we have freedom to do. But what is the priority? What are we all going to get together on? Are we all going to get together by talking about quarks? Are we all going to get together talking about what's the latest eyeshadow cream? What are we going to do? What's everybody going to play on your online games? Who's the best and the high score? Yeah, thumbs up, bro. You know, what is the priority? I think I pretty much outlined it, and I think I've identified it, and I think I pointed it out vehemently. And if you're going to be apathetic, or you're going to write a ridiculous comment, and if you're going to just be lethargic and not react to this and not chime in and give support to this, this has nothing to do with me. This has to do with you and whether you're going to become what you're supposed to become. You're going to sit around going deeper and deeper into chaos of what you're not, and this ridiculous American dream. What is it? Falseness? Pseudo-existence? Pseudo-science? No, you cannot. Not after hearing this. No. You're making comments now. You're getting ready to do videos. You're saying, look, I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to be afraid anymore. I'm not going to be asleep. I'm not going to ruin this chance that I have. Because when you're dead, if you die with this system, because the system is going to be going into the black hole abyss. It is. You don't need to question it. You don't need more details of it. The first video that I ever did when I came on here, I was saying that. I predicted it. I predicted it. The whole thing is going to fall apart. It's all going to change. And it's all based on what you want to happen. You want that. So stop trying to game the system. Stop trying to hedge your bets on that. If everybody wants this thing to end, just let it end. Stop getting your hooks and your claws into it and saying, oh, I want to leverage on this because of the buyout or the bailout or the collapse. Well, there's always money to be made, even when people are losing money and losing their skins. No, you only can gain if you let everything go and you really give it up.
No. Stop that. No. No, then.
All right.
No.
All right. What I want to give right now is some reassurance, okay? I know that you're going to be writing in. I know that you're going to be awakening. I know that you're going to be doing what you have to do. I know that. I know that you're going to be giving time to that. I know that you're going to prioritize that. Just for you. I am reassuring myself and showing you that I'm not worried. I'm not going to go into a rage and give you a guilt trip. I don't have to do that because I know that you're doing it. I am knowing. I have faith. I know that. I realize that. That's why I've done this. That's why we're all on the same wavelength. It's a collective consciousness that's coming together. Even people who hate me. You still keep watching. I know that. And you don't say anything, you click on it, or you see my thumbnails, and you see my name somewhere, or a comment, and you come to this video, and finally, and it's like, I know. I'm not angry. Everything takes time. If I came on here the first time I ever wrote an email on the internet, I know what I know now. It has never changed. And when I got there, I said, okay, let's see, drop a drop into the ocean and let it ripple outwards. It's going to infinitely go. You cannot change that energy. Do you know that? It's a science. Okay, all right, I'm going to let it go now because you're on it. You're doing it.